got a minute?
Nope.
Fine one.
Not even a second.
What are you doing?
What does it look like?
Where are you going?
I'm moving in with Roger Thorpe, and I've already gotten enough grief about it so you can save your breath.
I'm not here to give you a hard time.
Oh, no, right. You just came by to tell me that you think it's a swell idea.
I understand how you feel.
You're a liar.
No, I'm telling the truth. I do understand. I'm on your side.
But, Sam, I'm not pressuring you. No, if Billy or HB were here, they would say exactly the same thing, because this is the way we've always done business between McCullers and Lewis. When our drilling leases are up, we negotiate a new deal. I sent you our offer 2 weeks ago. All right. Fine. Yes. No, we'll leave it at that. I'll wait to hear from you. You'll get back to me. Very good. Bye, Sam. What is going on? There is some
Vanessa.
Just sorry. Just not a good time.
Well, it's the only time we have.
Well, can you make it quick?
I found a way to force Roger to stay away from Dinah.
Pieces have to do with Dinah.
Because his license is up for renewal, and I called a friend of mine at the FCC, and he told me that Roger's in violation of about a half a dozen guidelines.
No, Roger wouldn't be that much in violation of those guidelines. That doesn't...
They're not all that serious. But if they happen to go after him, and they will if I ask them to, he's going to be in a legal maze. It's going to cost him a bundle. Look, WSPR is the only power base that Roger has left. If we force him to choose between that and our daughter, he's going to drop Dinah like a hot rock.
Well, that would be wonderful. I mean, then Dinah could really see that he's just using her.
And then she could see why we've been acting the way we have. Now, we're not depriving this girl of anything. We're doing what's best for her.
Oh, absolutely. And then we get a chance to talk to her again.
I think it's worth a shot.
Oh, if only I could talk to her. I mean, I did such a bad job the other... I wanted to explain to her,
Vanessa, will you go along with this or not?
Yes, I will. I will do anything to get my daughter back.
You're suddenly taking my side over my mother's? Well, I'd laugh, but I'm busy.
I'm not here to undermine Vanessa.
So then why are you here? Hand me that, would you?
I have a better idea where you're coming from now, Dinah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you know me real well.
If you dropped the attitude long enough to listen, I could save you a lot of grief.
If you're trying to play shrink to figure out why I do what I do, you're wasting brain cells.
I got a few left. It's okay.
Why don't you just come right out and ask me what I think matters, and I'll tell you. Money. Plain and simple. And enough so that I'll never have to worry about it again.
Right, you're tough as nails.
You know, just because you're sleeping with my mother doesn't make you some kind of an expert on me.
I know what it's like to want something from your parents you can't get. Something you figure ought to be there automatically, only it's not.
Is this a long story?
I know it hurts. Enough to want to hurt back.
Would you just leave me alone?
Fine, I'd rather believe you're not worth it. Makes my life a lot easier, Dinah.
Do you really understand, Matt?
Yeah. Not too crazy about some of the crap you've pulled, but I've pulled my fair share.
Well, at least you admit it.
It's a time not too long ago I didn't give a damn about anything. Things didn't go my way, I just bailed out.
Well, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Got myself caught up in some messy binds that I could have been talked out of if somebody would have been there, but they weren't.
Well, what has this got to do with me?
You and your suitcase over there, you're not alone. You don't need to move in with Thorpe.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it. No, I should have just thrown you out of here.
Don't push me away, Dinah. I'm trying to help.
The only person that you were trying to help is my mother. You're here to do her dirty work, and you can go straight to hell. Well, I know this is all my own doing.
You can stop beating up on yourself anytime now.
Well, it's true, isn't it? Dinah arrives in town, and I'm so happy to see her, and then I just give her mixed signals. Yes, she's my daughter, yes. But I don't really feel like she's my daughter.
I had trouble with that one myself.
Yeah. Well, and then I should have told you years ago that you were Dinah's father.
It might have made a difference, yes. All I know is it's too late to fix it now.
I'm not expecting you to forgive me.
I didn't think I would ever forgive you because I always looked at this, from my point of view as the injured party.
Well, you are. You and Dinah.
Yeah, but when I heard you telling our daughter what it was like to be 17 and pregnant by a boy who's barely shaving, it was then I put myself in your position, and you were just so alone.
Well, I had Daddy.
Daddy, yes, I'm sure Henry hit the roof. His beautiful daughter mixed up with his ragtag student with no prospects, no money.
Oh, he was furious. But when I look back on it now, I just see that he was just being a daddy trying to protect
No,
me.
you thought you would lose Henry if you went against him, so there you were trapped and alone.
You know what he said to me? He said that if I went to Aunt Grace, it would all be taken care of, because nobody would have to know, nobody at home, and it would just be a mistake that was just blotted out. And I don't think he would have used that word, mistake, if he'd seen the baby.
Please don't do that.
If he'd seen...
Don't go there. All those ifs, honey. I've done enough of that for the both of us. I've made some huge mistakes, different ones, but just as big. And the worst is how I treated you concerning Dinah. I said some cruel things to you over the years, and I'm sorry for that. And I'm sorry I let you down all those years ago.
Thank you, Ross.
I know that you love Dinah. I also know that Dinah has this fantasy of what your love should be like.
What can I do? What can I do to make her see that I really love her?
We get her away from Roger Thorpe. And then we can get our daughter back.
Well, I'm sorry. You're just going to have to tell Mommy that your mission was not accomplished.
She doesn't know I'm here.
I could just hear her pulling out all the stops, giving you the sob story. I know it by heart. Oh, she was a down-on-her-luck debutante with nowhere to turn. My heart bleeds. And she must have told you by now, right, how she had to give me up at birth and how painful that was. Oh, the agony. Oh, the guilt. Oh, please. She is such a phony.
You don't think that hurt her? You don't think she's feeling guilty for having given you up?
No, not for a minute.
Well, you're wrong. You're dead wrong.
Vanessa doesn't care about me. And she made that crystal clear. She said it, Matt.
Dinah, what are you talking about?
She told me that she doesn't love me the way she loves Bill and Peter.
She was just trying to be honest with you. She can't... Just give her a break, Dinah.
Why should I? I don't care about her anyway. Actually, you're the one I'm disappointed in.
What did I do?
What, this whole pitiful you've got a friend routine? Give me a break.
I am your friend.
Oh, right. Oh, you're so concerned about me and my future. Well, don't worry. It's in good hands.
Roger Thorpe's? I don't think so.
I'm not interested in what you think.
I thought you were smart. I had you figured for someone who knew how to watch their back.
Well, I do, so don't worry.
Roger Thorpe is a dead end, Dinah. He's using you.
That's funny. Feels to me like I'm being taken care of. Like I'm loved.
He's with you because he hates your parents. He hates your father, he hates your mother, and he's using you to get back at the one woman he really loves.
You mean Holly? Come on, where have you been? He's been over her for ages. And besides, the last time I checked, she was happily married.
You think it's going to stop Roger? He's going to keep stirring things up, using you to make her jealous, hoping to get her back.
He is not using me. Men would kill to be with me. Even you wanted me.
You're way out of line, Dinah.
Well, that's why you didn't rat on me about the kidnapping.
I didn't rat on you because I didn't want to hurt Vanessa.
Well, you shouldn't have bothered because you stabbed me in the back anyway.
You're impossible to deal with.
Then give up. Oh, yes, and you can tell people that my new address is the Regency Hotel, care of Roger Thorpe.
Fine, Dinah. It's been swell.
She's going to have you out the door, too, Matt. Why don't you wake up?
Have a nice life.
Hey, if you don't want to hear the truth, fine.
I'm so sick of hearing you complain about your childhood, bad-mouthing Vanessa, blaming her for your sorry little life.
What's going on?
Nothing worth anything. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, you're here. That's all that matters.
I was such a jerk. What made me think that I could give you advice on your kids? I don't have a clue. It didn't stop me from telling you how you should raise them, though, did it?
No.
Can you forgive me?
I'm not mad at you. You were just trying to help Dinah, and why shouldn't you? I mean, everything I do with her is just a mess.
Yeah, well, it's not your fault.
Well, whose then? You've seen me with her. I'm at my absolute worst.
Yeah, well, so is she.
Well, what is it? What's wrong with me? Why can't I be the mother she needs me to be?
She won't let you. They gotta stop taking the rap for this. I just had a long talk with her.
You did?
Yeah, I thought that I could get through to her some way or another where you and Ross didn't.
Well, did you? Did she listen?
No, she didn't listen. No more than she normally does.
Oh.
Now, look, don't start blaming yourself again for this. One thing I realize is Dinah is a big girl. Yeah, maybe she's had some hard knocks, a tough life, but I mean, she's hanging on to this stuff. She won't let go of it. It's like she's trying to punish you or something.
Well, maybe. But what do I do? I mean, what do I do?
I don't know. I don't have the answer for you. All I know is Roger Thorpe is sure making this difficult.